Today we're going to be diving into 5 foods that can actually help fight cancer.
Meet Dr. William Li, a world-renowned Harvard-trained medical doctor, researcher, president, and founder of the Angiogenesis Foundation. His work has led to more than 40 FDA-approved therapeutics and devices for cancer, cardiovascular disease, wound healing, and vision loss. He is also a New York Times best-selling author with Eat to Beat Disease: The New Science of How Your Body Can Heal Itself. He also published another book, Eat to Beat Diet: Burn Fat, Heal Your Metabolism, and Live Longer. Imagine a grocery list filled with everyday staples that are not only affordable, but also packed with the power to transform your health. What if these budget-friendly foods could help fight cancer, burn fat, and support your body's defenses, all backed by science? In this video, we'll uncover 5 incredible, disease-fighting foods that won't strain your wallet. Make sure to stay until the end, because the final food on the list is a surprising, often overlooked ingredient that can truly be a game-changer for your health. Let's get started. Cabbage.
The next vegetable I want to talk about is a whole group of greens that are known as brassica. Now, brassica you might have heard of. That's because a bunch of healthy greens belong to them. Broccoli, broccoli rabe, kale, cauliflower, cabbage, collard greens, mustard greens. Now, these brassica vegetables contain bioactives called ITCs. This stands for isothiocyanates. ITCs. And these are the bioactives that are responsible for the characteristic flavor of brassica vegetables. A little sulfurous, a little sharp, slightly bitter taste. Bitter usually means better when it comes to your health, right? And that's what brassica vegetables do. So what do ITCs, isothiocyanates, do in the body? Well, they are potent anti-inflammatory bioactives, and they also help to improve your circulation. They improve angiogenesis, that's your body's health defenses, and they can actually improve your immune system as well. And if you want to get the most of these ITCs from brassica plants, here's a couple of things you want to do. You can cook them quickly. Don't overcook them or you'll degrade the ITCs. And when you eat them, and you want to make sure they're tasty, right? You can only eat so much raw broccoli, which most people don't do. But if you blanch it quickly, saute it, then it actually becomes something really delicious. And here's what you want to do when you eat them. You want to make sure you chew them. And the reason that you want to chew your vegetables is that the ITCs, the good stuff, is locked inside the cell of the plant, right? Plants have cells, just like humans have cells, but human cells are soft and squishy. Plant cells are rigid and box-like. It's like a shoebox, all right? And you want to break that shoebox open in order to be able to release the ITCs and other enzymes. So when you chew your broccoli, what you're doing is you're breaking open the shoebox containing the ITCs, and you're releasing also an enzyme called myrosinase. And this enzyme, myrosinase, breaks down the ITCs and generates sulforaphanes. And the sulforaphanes then go on to, when you swallow them, go on to stimulate your health defenses. All right. So this is how it works. Pick the brassica from the field, bring it back. You can blanch it, cook it quickly. My little tip for cooking brassicas, if you want to cook it, it should be bright green, brighter than when you actually have them raw, and then stop. All right. Before they start to dull in color, that's when you've overcooked them. That's why the old kind of school way of boiling your vegetables, you pretty much destroyed when it comes to broccoli, for example. You've just destroyed all the ITCs. All right. So how do I actually like to cook them? You can steam them. You get steam of broccoli. Like in 10 minutes, you're done. Okay. You can blanch them. Blanching, as I mentioned to you, boil some water, wash your vegetables. All right. Like broccoli rabe. Quickly throw them into the boiling water. All right. And in 60 seconds, fish them out, drain them. You can even rinse them under some cool water if you want to stop the extra cooking. It should be bright green. All right. Then cut them up if you want. And then you can heat up a pan and saute them, a wok to stir fry them. Or you can put them into a food processor and puree them. All right. And obviously, food processors like super chewing, you're going to get a lot of those ITCs out. All right. You can make a delicious soup or smoothie that way. Now, I actually like broccoli soup as an example. In my book, Eat to Beat Disease, I had a whole recipe for broccoli soup flavored with oregano, dried spice. Absolutely delicious. So you should check it out.
Dr. Lee recommends cabbage not just for its cancer-fighting properties, but also for its ability to support multiple aspects of health in a holistic and affordable way. Cabbage is rich in glucosinolates, compounds that transform into powerful substances like sulforaphane and indole-3-carbinol when consumed. These substances are known to protect cells by neutralizing harmful toxins and preventing DNA damage, which is a critical factor in cancer prevention. Sulforaphane in particular has been widely studied for its ability to deactivate harmful enzymes that promote cancer cell growth while activating protective enzymes in the body. According to the Journal of Advanced Research, researchers tested different vegetables like broccoli, green cabbage, red cabbage, and others to see which ones could stop cancer cells from growing and how well they could fight off harmful substances in the body. The study found that green cabbage has a lot of sulforaphane, which is good for fighting cancer. When they tested it on lung cancer cells, green cabbage was very effective, meaning it helped kill those cancer cells. Red cabbage, while healthy, didn't work as well against cancer cells. The researchers also checked how well these vegetables could protect the body from damage caused by bad substances, and they found that red cabbage had the most antioxidants, which are good for health. In addition to its cancer-fighting abilities, cabbage is a key player in reducing chronic inflammation, a condition linked to diseases like diabetes, heart problems, and obesity. Its high fiber content not only supports gut health by feeding beneficial bacteria, but also helps stabilize blood sugar levels, making it an excellent food for those managing their weight or blood sugar. Cabbage is also incredibly versatile in how it can be prepared, making it easy to include in a variety of meals. Raw cabbage is packed with vitamin C, supporting the immune system and improving skin health, while fermented cabbage like sauerkraut and kimchi provides probiotics, which enhance digestion and gut health. Cooked cabbage retains its high levels of antioxidants and becomes easier to digest for some individuals. Cabbage is one of the most cost-effective vegetables, making it a top choice for anyone aiming to eat healthily on a budget. While many so-called superfoods can be expensive and sometimes hard to find, cabbage is both affordable and widely available throughout the year. A single head of cabbage costs just a few dollars and provides several servings, making it an economical way to feed a family or plan multiple meals. Its affordability is matched by its practicality. Cabbage has an excellent shelf life, staying fresh for weeks when kept in the refrigerator. This feature is especially beneficial for those trying to reduce food waste, as it can be purchased and stored without the worry of it spoiling quickly. Additionally, its ability to pair well with simple, low-cost ingredients such as potatoes, carrots, or beans makes it easy to incorporate into budget-friendly dishes. Cabbage is a reliable staple that can stretch meals without sacrificing nutrition. Whether used in a refreshing coleslaw, simmered in a soup, or as a hearty base for stir-fry, it transforms inexpensive meals into nutrient-packed options. Here's a simple, budget-friendly way to incorporate cabbage into your diet. Cabbage stir-fry is a quick and healthy dish that can complement any meal. To make it, you'll need a head of cabbage, olive oil, garlic, and your favorite spices or soy sauce for seasoning. Slice the cabbage into thin strips, then heat a pan with a drizzle of olive oil. Sauté minced garlic until fragrant, add the cabbage, and stir-fry for 5 to 7 minutes until tender but still slightly crisp. Season with salt, pepper, or soy sauce to taste. This dish is affordable, easy to prepare, and pairs well with rice, beans, or roasted vegetables. Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potato. I love sweet potato, all right? And sweet potato contains vitamin A, retinol, and this is actually also important for retinal health. And just 1 cup of sweet potato contains, guess what? 1,920 micrograms of retinol activity, which is 213% of what you need for the daily recommended value. So basically, just 1 cup of cooked sweet potato gives you way more than you need to be able to get good, healthy vitamin A, which is good for your eyesight. Now, there's a lot of ways to cook sweet potatoes. One of my favorite is simple, because I like to cook as simply as possible. You can bake them, and you can bake them in the oven. It's kind of put them in the oven and step away. You can wrap them up in foil, step away, do something else, and then they'll be done. And you can actually have a nice, simple sweet potato. Lots of different ways to look at recipes to eat it, but I like it plain. You can also add sweet potatoes to a stew. So if you're making a vegetable stew, you can actually cut up sweet potato and add it in there, and that'll actually lend to It'll add vitamin A to your stew. You can also make a soup. I actually love sweet potato soup. You can look up the recipe, but I like cooking down the sweet potato with a little onion, a little bit of ginger. I cook it in vegetable broth, makes it nice and soft. Add a little touch of coconut milk for richness, a little paprika, apple cider vinegar. You can even chop up some apples in there. Cook them all together, put them into a blender and puree it really, really smooth. That actually is a very nice sweet potato soup. Lots of variations, lots of ways you can spice it up and create the flavor profile a little bit differently. But sweet potatoes, vitamin A, chock full of vitamin A, good for retinal health, good for eyesight, good for protecting your vision.
Dr. Lee recommends sweet potatoes for their remarkable health benefits, particularly their ability to fight disease and support overall well-being. Sweet potatoes are rich in beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that the body converts into vitamin A. This nutrient plays a crucial role in boosting the immune system, promoting healthy vision, and supporting the repair and growth of cells. The antioxidants in sweet potatoes also help reduce inflammation and protect cells from damage caused by free radicals, which is essential in reducing the risk of chronic diseases, including cancer. According to the Journal of Cancer Prevention, a study looked at how a special type of sweet potato can help prevent cancer. Researchers fed different diets to mice that are known to develop tumors in their intestines. They tested diets that included the sweet potato flesh, the skin, and a concentrated extract that is rich in a natural color called anthocyanin. The results showed that the mice eating the anthocyanin-rich diets had fewer and smaller tumors compared to those on a regular diet. This means that the sweet potato could help protect against cancer. The study also found that the mice on these special diets were healthier overall. They had fewer problems like bleeding in their intestines, and they didn't lose as much weight as the mice on the regular diet. This suggests that the anthocyanins in the sweet potato are good for health and may help prevent cancer. In addition to their cancer-fighting properties, sweet potatoes are an excellent source of dietary fiber, which promotes a healthy gut microbiome. A well-balanced gut is critical for maintaining strong immunity and preventing inflammation. Sweet potatoes also have a low glycemic index compared to many other starchy foods, meaning they release sugar slowly into the bloodstream, helping to maintain steady energy levels and reduce the risk of blood sugar spikes. The vibrant orange color of sweet potatoes indicates their high phytonutrient content, which has been linked to improved heart health and better regulation of cholesterol levels. They are also packed with essential vitamins and minerals, such as vitamin C, potassium, and manganese, which contribute to stronger bones, improved skin health, and enhanced energy production. Sweet potatoes are an affordable and accessible option for incorporating nutrient-dense foods into your diet. Whether baked, steamed, or mashed, they provide a satisfying, naturally sweet flavor that complements a variety of meals. Their combination of affordability, nutritional value, and disease-fighting properties makes sweet potatoes a key food that aligns with Dr. Lee's philosophy of using everyday ingredients to promote health and prevent disease. Here's a simple, budget-friendly way to incorporate sweet potatoes into your diet. Roasted sweet potato wedges make a delicious and nutritious side dish or snack. To prepare them, you'll need a few sweet potatoes, olive oil, and your choice of seasonings, such as paprika, garlic powder, or cinnamon for a sweeter option. Wash the sweet potatoes thoroughly, slice them into wedges, and toss them in a bowl with a drizzle of olive oil and your seasonings. Spread the wedges evenly on a baking sheet and roast at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 25-30 minutes, flipping halfway through until golden and crispy on the edges. These wedges are perfect on their own, or as a complement to salads, soups, or protein dishes. If you've found value in this video so far and appreciate the many hours of effort that went into creating it, please consider liking the video and leaving a comment to support the channel. Brown rice. Dr. Lee recommends brown rice for its numerous health benefits and its role in preventing chronic diseases, including cancer. Unlike white rice, brown rice is a whole grain that retains its bran and germ layers, which are rich in nutrients, antioxidants, and fiber. This makes brown rice a more nutritious choice, as it provides sustained energy and supports better digestion while helping to regulate blood sugar levels. The high fiber content in brown rice also promotes a healthy gut microbiome by feeding beneficial bacteria, which strengthens immunity and reduces inflammation. According to Biomed Research International, brown rice and its byproducts, like brewer's rice, can help protect against cancer. A study looked at how eating brewer's rice affected rats that were given a chemical to cause colon cancer. The researchers found that brewer's rice helped the rats fight off damage from harmful substances in their bodies. It did this by boosting their natural defenses, which are important for keeping cells healthy. The study showed that the special nutrients in brewer's rice, such as antioxidants and vitamins, worked together to help protect against cancer. One of the standout benefits of brown rice is its abundance of antioxidants, such as phenolic compounds, which help neutralize free radicals that can damage cells and lead to cancer. It also contains selenium and manganese, essential minerals that support the body's natural defense systems and play a role in DNA repair and detoxification. Additionally, brown rice is a good source of magnesium, a mineral linked to improved heart health and the regulation of blood pressure. Brown rice's slow digestion rate helps maintain steady blood sugar levels, making it an excellent option for people looking to manage their weight or prevent diabetes. It is also gluten-free, making it suitable for those with gluten sensitivities or celiac disease. Its nutrient density and low cost make it an accessible and affordable way to add whole grains to the diet, especially when compared to more expensive health foods. Dr. Lee highlights brown rice as a versatile base for many dishes, pairing well with vegetables, lean proteins, or legumes to create balanced, nutrient-dense meals. Here's a simple, budget-friendly way to incorporate brown rice into your diet. Brown rice and vegetable bowl is a wholesome, customizable meal that's easy to prepare. Start by cooking a batch of brown rice according to package instructions. While the rice is cooking, chop and sauté vegetables like carrots, broccoli, and bell peppers in a pan with a bit of olive oil and garlic. Once the rice is ready, layer it in a bowl, top it with the sautéed vegetables, and drizzle with soy sauce or a homemade dressing like tahini or lemon vinaigrette. You can add beans, a fried egg, or shredded chicken for extra protein, making this dish a complete balanced meal that's healthy, filling, and kind to your wallet. Black beans.
Black beans. Black beans are my third legume. Let's talk about black beans. Yep, they got protein, they got dietary fiber. Join the party, black beans. They're good for your gut microbiome. They're good for lowering inflammation, right? You're starting to see the theme now, right? All these beans, all these legumes. It makes sense why the blue zones countries are all eating beans. The key thing though with black beans is that their color is black. And the black color from black beans come from a natural dye found in nature, bioactive, called anthocyanin. Now, anthocyanin, this natural dye, is kind of like really, really deep blue, purple, and black, all right? It's what makes blueberries blue, actually kind of a purpley blue. And what makes blackberries like look blue-black, purple-black, all right? So that's the same dye that's in a black bean, all right? And anthocyanins can starve cancer by cutting off the blood supply. Now, it's cancer preventative, anti-angiogenic, cuts off the blood supply to cancers. Anthocyanins, also a powerful anti-inflammatory compound all by itself. So in addition to what the dietary fiber is from the black beans, now you're adding the natural dye anthocyanin to ramp up that anti-inflammatory effect, right? Super important for healing, super important for cancer prevention and anti-inflammation, as I mentioned to you. Also supports healthy cellular aging. So your cells don't age as quickly as it did if you were inflamed, all right? So the other thing about anthocyanins that you have in black beans, the other properties are antioxidants. So they protect DNA, right? We talked about DNA damage a little bit earlier, all right? So DNA damage causes mutations, the basis for tumor formation, cancer formation, and the oxidative stress that occurs just in life actually can damage your DNA that causes aging. So if you want to slow down cellular aging, having an antioxidant on board, like, with anthocyanins coming from black beans, that's actually really great. So look, I talk about beans and how to cook with them in my book, Eat to Beat Disease. I showed you right here. If you haven't read it, I'll put a link in the video description so you can actually do a deep dive into these natural protective aspects of anthocyanins. By the way, anthocyanins also found in other foods like strawberries as well. It's just a great addition to all the healthy aspects already, in a black bean, now you're adding that extra bioactive anthocyanins to be able to ramp up their benefits as well. Now, if you like my suggestions for cooking lentils or curried chickpeas, you're probably wondering how I like to actually cook black beans, all right? So when I'm thinking about black beans, I'm thinking about a tasty Mexican dish. So how do I do it? Look, you probably can guess. Take a cast iron pan, a little extra virgin olive oil. That's going to have hydroxytyrosol and oleocanthin. These are natural bioactives found in extra virgin olive oil, all right? You can cook with it, contrary to the urban legend out there. You can't cook with extra virgin olive oil. Yeah, sure you can, all right? You don't be deep frying with stuff, but it's fine to cook with on a cast iron pan. And by the way, why do I'm telling you about cast iron pans? If you're a woman and you're worried about your iron levels in your blood, cooking with a cast iron pan actually gets some of the iron from the pan itself into your food. And so you can actually build up your iron stores, in part supporting it by cooking in a cast iron pan. Okay, extra virgin olive oil in the pan, chop up some onions, chop up some garlic, mince a few cloves, all right? And then you've got extra virgin olive oils in it. Saute together until the onions start to soften up, all right? It's like 3 to 4 minutes. Don't burn the garlic, all right? So you want to take a wooden spoon and keep all the stuff moving around. Then add a can of black beans, all right? Don't bother rinsing them or anything else. Just put the whole can in there, all right? Then what I like to do is chop up some cilantro. It's a leafy green. It's an herb. Contains a lot of bioactives that are also cancer-fighting, anti-inflammatory. They help your body heal. Some of the bioactives in cilantro: gallic acid, ferulic acid, chlorogenic acid, rosmarinic acid. You don't have to remember all this stuff. You just need to know that scientists like me, we're studying this stuff, so we know that there's good stuff in cilantro. All you got to do is chop some of it up and stick it into this pan with the black beans, with the onions and garlic, and with the extra virgin olive oil. And by the way, then you add some cumin, all right? Cumin's a spice. It contains a bioactive called cumin aldehyde, all right? Now, this bioactive helps to protect your nerves, helps to protect the liver, also very powerful anti-inflammatory. So you cook the beans in the pan, all right, for about 20 minutes on low, medium heat. Don't burn them, all right? Add a little water if it looks like it's drying out. And then you can add some vegetable broth, or again, a hit of bone broth. You want some added protein or collagen. And then you're done, all right? Now you've got something, cumin and black rice with flavored with onions and garlic and cilantro. You can take a ladle of that, put it over some brown rice, or you can stick it in a taco, all right? And now you've got a tasty, delicious, protein-rich, fiber-rich, health-enhancing, cancer-starving meal, anti-inflammatory meal, all right? And you're gonna have leftovers as well. The other advantage, by the way, of eating beans like this is that it actually is very satiating, all right? And when you eat beans, because you're satiated, it tells your brain, all right, we're pretty full. You're less likely to snack between meals, and you're less likely to overeat at the next meal because you're just not going to feel as ravenous, all right? That is, I know I feel this way. If I have a bean burrito, for example, for lunch, all right, I'm not going to be that hungry for dinner, all right? So that's good because it means you're going to lower your caloric intake. And that's another thing that is cancer starving. When you go down on your calorie intake, it actually tips your body, builds your immune system, improves your gut microbiome, but it also tips your body into a cancer-fighting mode, all right, anti-inflammatory cancer-fighting mode.
Dr. Lee recommends black beans because they are a nutrient powerhouse that supports overall health and helps prevent chronic diseases, including cancer. Black beans are rich in plant-based protein and dietary fiber, making them an excellent option for promoting satiety, stabilizing blood sugar levels, and supporting gut health. The fiber in black beans feeds beneficial gut bacteria, which are essential for maintaining a strong immune system and reducing inflammation, two critical factors in cancer prevention. One of the standout qualities of black beans is their high content of antioxidants, particularly anthocyanins, which give them their dark color. These antioxidants protect cells from damage caused by free radicals, reducing the risk of chronic diseases like cancer and heart disease. Black beans also contain significant amounts of folate, a B vitamin that supports DNA synthesis and repair, helping to prevent harmful mutations that can lead to cancer. According to the journal Molecules, a study looked at a special substance called BBWPW that comes from black beans. Researchers wanted to see if this substance could help fight cancer, especially cervical cancer. They found that BBWPW can stop cancer cells from growing. It does this by keeping the cells stuck in a certain stage of their life cycle, which means they can't divide and grow like they usually do. The scientists also discovered that BBWPW affects important parts of the cells that help control how they grow and divide, making it a potential ally in fighting cancer. In addition to their cancer-fighting properties, black beans are an excellent source of essential minerals like iron, magnesium, and potassium. Iron supports healthy red blood cell production, while magnesium and potassium promote heart health by regulating blood pressure and supporting muscle function. Black beans are also low in fat and cholesterol-free, making them a heart-friendly addition to any diet. Their affordability and accessibility make black beans a practical option for people looking to eat healthily on a budget. Whether used in soups, salads, or paired with rice, they are an easy and flavorful way to boost nutrient intake while supporting long-term health. Here's a simple, budget-friendly way to incorporate black beans into your diet. Black bean and corn salad is a refreshing and nutrient-packed dish that's perfect as a side or light meal. To make it, you'll need a can of black beans, rinsed and drained, a cup of cooked corn, fresh or frozen, diced tomatoes, chopped red onion, and a handful of fresh cilantro. Toss everything together in a bowl and dress it with olive oil, lime juice, salt, and pepper. For extra flavor, you can add diced avocado or a sprinkle of chili powder. This salad is not only affordable and quick to make, but also packed with fiber, protein, and antioxidants, making it a delicious way to stay healthy. Barley.
Barley. I love barley. It's a great food. And guess what? Barley also has beta-D-glucan, just like oats. And guess what it does? It lowers bad cholesterol. Again, the beta-D-glucan forms a gel in your gut. That gel binds up the cholesterol and the beta-glucan so that you don't absorb it in your bloodstream. And the beta-glucan also helps to improve the health of your gut bacteria, your gut microbiome, which then lowers your lipids, good for heart health, all right? Lowers inflammation, good for heart health, and improves your metabolism, good for heart health. Bing, 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 check, check, check. This is a way to check all those boxes for heart health. And, in as much as oatmeal is super simple for breakfast, barley, amazing. You can actually make it into a stew, all right? It's so easy, and I love barley dishes. Now, what's the clinical evidence, though? That's actually really important. Well, a clinical study in Japan looked at 44 people. These were men who were heavy. They were obese. And they found that if they gave them a meal with rice and pearl barley every day for 12 weeks, okay, that's 3 months, they had a drop in their total cholesterol by 5%, okay, and their bad LDL cholesterol went down by 4%. Now, here's the thing. No statins added to this, all right? This is just naturally using that method I'm telling you, beta-glucan from barley in this case, but oats in the one that I gave you before, forming that gel, binding up the bad cholesterol and just shooting it out the poop chute, not in your bloodstream. And now you're lowering your bad cholesterol, which then means that you're lowering your risk of heart disease because you have less bad, sticky LDL cholesterol to clog up your arteries. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, in that study, by the way, the subjects who didn't have any barley, they had zero change in their blood cholesterol. So it's the barley that did the trick. You've probably had barley soup at some point in your life. I love barley soup. Barley and mushroom soup, one of my favorites. Make it with some bone broth. Now you get some collagen as well in there. Collagen helps to build, it's good for skin health, good for hair health, good for connective tissue and joints. Man, that's a really good combination, right? Barley, mushrooms, and by the way, mushrooms also have beta-glucan, so you're really adding it up. So if you just look at the foods that I've been talking about, it tastes pretty good. But I'm just telling you, there's real food as medicine research tell us why these are great choices to make that can be good for heart health and immune health and metabolic health as well. all right? And they both lower inflammation, which is the other thing I told you. When you're clogging up your arteries, it causes your blood vessels, the vasculature of your body, to be inflamed. Vascular inflammation, super dangerous, okay, for heart attack, stroke, other chronic diseases as well. Now, I want to say something about barley because it's been around a long time. Not a fad, not a trend. It's a grain that's been cultivated for more than 2,000 years. And you may know this already, but barley's been used to make beer. Barley's made to use bread. You can make barley into soup, as I said, or even stews. It can even be an alternative to pasta or even rice. You might even see a barley risotto on a menu of an Italian restaurant that's actually trying to be a little forward in with the ingredients they use. My point being that when you see barley in the menu, think, maybe that's got some beta-glucan that's good for my heart health because it lowers cholesterol, all right, and also inflammation. And so that's all good, all right? Now, if you're going to buy barley in a grocery store, you're going to find it in the middle aisle near the rice. I like to talk about the practical stuff, right? So whatever I tell you, you're going to say, so what do I do? What am I supposed to do with that information? So go to the grocery store, you go to the middle aisle, you're going to find the barley near wherever they're selling rice. And here's the thing. You're going to see two kinds of barley in the grocery store, usually. You're going to have hulled barley, Hulled, hulled, all right? And pearl barley, all right? Hull sounds like it's got a husk, and pearl sounds like it's shiny. And that's exactly what it is. Hulled barley is the whole grain version of the barley, okay? And this is where, only the last bit of the outside covering that's not edible has been removed. But you get the rest of it. It's got all the layers, all right? The bran, the germ. These are all things, if you look up on Google, whole grain, you'll get with hulled barley, you'll get the bran and the germ of the barley. And it's got more nutrients because those parts all have their own nutrients and that's why whole grains are better than refined grains, where you remove all the outer layers, all right? But the key thing you need to know, if you get hulled barley, is that it does take a little longer time to cook, all right? The other kind of barley that you can get is called pearled barley, all right? You're going to find that in the middle aisle, and it's called pearled because most of the outer layer, the bran and the germ, has been removed, and then the barley is polished, okay? Like the rocks that people used to polish, like, you say, my grandfather used to polish rocks with a tumbler. Well, barley gets polished as well, and it gets shiny, and that's why it's called pearled, all right? Little bit less nutrient dense than the hulled barley, but still, it's got good stuff in it. Or it does have the beta-glucan. But here's the advantage. It cooks a lot faster, and the texture is a little bit softer. I actually kind of like it a little bit better, tastes better to me than kind of like chewy, al dente, kind of a hulled barley. So it's up to you. Both actually have beta-glucan. The pearl barley, softer, cooks a little faster. The flavor is a little more subtle, which is what I actually like. But both are great. All right, depends on the recipe. All right, so besides barley and mushroom soup, I like barley's added to a stew. So if you're going to make a vegetable stew, once you got it all done, throw a handful of barley in. Now you're actually adding some health and some texture, some chewiness to it. It's going to be great. Okay, I love. Anytime I see a stew, if it's got some barley in it, or a soup got some dark barley, I'm looking forward to actually having it. I don't know, it just tastes great to me. All right, and you can also take barley that's been cooked, just boiled in water or some bone broth or some vegetable stock. Boil it up, make it soft, cool it off, and you can throw it onto a salad. All right, and now you've actually got a topping for a salad. You can add some spices and herbs and other veggies on top of that. So that's another way of actually taking a plain old green salad and lighting it up with a little bit more interesting flavor and texture. And barley will absorb whatever you're actually putting into it. So some dressing will make it light up in one way. Some stock will make it taste in a different way. So that's an easy way of doing it. Oh, by the way, another salad topping, like cook the barley, cool it off, chop some veggies, add a drizzle of extra olive oil, squeeze a little lemon juice on it, and maybe like a little chopped parsley. All these have bioactives that are good for you, all right? And that's actually all by itself, without any extra greens. You could actually make your own barley salad without topping anything. Make the barley its own salad, All right. So this is the tasty way to make something that you can bring for a work lunch. It's super easy. You don't have to heat it up. And you can just look for a recipe online for a barley salad. All right. I would actually recommend that. Again, beta glucan. It's good for lowering your cholesterol, good for heart health. All right. And by the way, if you want to add some protein to it, like chicken or chickpeas, all right, now you can mix it into the barley salad and you're getting some more texture, some more protein, and you're just adding more nutrition to it. That's what I think you should think about doing.
Dr. Lee recommends barley because it is a nutrient-dense whole grain with remarkable health benefits, including its ability to reduce inflammation, improve digestion, and lower the risk of chronic diseases such as cancer. Barley is rich in dietary fiber, particularly a type called beta-glucan, which has been shown to improve gut health by feeding beneficial gut bacteria and promoting the production of short-chain fatty acids. A healthy gut microbiome plays a critical role in strengthening the immune system and reducing inflammation, which are key to preventing cancer and other diseases. Barley is also packed with antioxidants, including lignans and phenolic acids, which protect cells from damage caused by free radicals. These antioxidants are associated with lower risks of certain cancers, such as breast and colon cancer. Additionally, barley's high levels of selenium help repair DNA, regulate thyroid function, and enhance the body's ability to detoxify harmful compounds. According to the journal Biomedical Reports, a study examined how barley grass extract can help fight cancer. Researchers tested this extract on breast and prostate cancer cells to see if it could stop their growth. They discovered that barley grass extract caused the cancer cells to die, a process known as apoptosis. The researchers found that the extract increased levels of reactive oxygen species in the cells. These reactive oxygen species create stress that leads to cell death. Another standout feature of barley is its ability to support heart health. The beta-glucan in barley can lower cholesterol levels by binding to bile acids and removing them from the body, thereby reducing LDL cholesterol. Barley is also rich in magnesium and potassium, two essential minerals that help regulate blood pressure and improve cardiovascular function. Barley has a low glycemic index, which means it releases sugar slowly into the bloodstream. This makes it an excellent choice for maintaining steady energy levels and reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes. Its affordability and versatility in cooking, whether used in soups, stews, salads, or as a substitute for rice, make it a practical addition to any diet. Here's a simple, budget-friendly way to incorporate barley into your diet. Barley vegetable soup is a hearty and nutritious meal that's perfect for any time of year. To make it, you'll need a cup of pearl or hulled barley, diced carrots, celery, onions, and your favorite soup broth, vegetable or chicken. Start by cooking the barley according to package instructions. In a large pot, sauté the diced vegetables with a bit of olive oil until softened. Add the broth, cooked barley, and any additional seasonings like garlic, thyme, or bay leaves. Simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes to allow the flavors to meld. This soup is filling, affordable, and a wonderful way to enjoy the health benefits of barley